Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. Let's talk about some stuff real quick. I got a couple of emails and people were asking me about the collaborative shipping. Let's talk about the collaborative shipping. But let me first talk about this. Darlene used to have a media outlet online platform that was called Vibin on Films. So it was vibinonfilms.com. V is in victory, B is in boy, EN on films, plural. Vibing on Films, FILMS.com. That used to be the online platform media outlet, right? I still have the YouTube channel, so you can actually go and look at the YouTube channel. So we used to cover movie premieres, did junket interviews, private parties, conferences, like all type of things that had to do with the movie industry, right? So when COVID came around, it literally shut everything down, as you guys know. So what happened is when they gradually began to open, they wanted me and my staff to be vaccinated. I wasn't doing that. Not only did they wanted you to be vaccinated, they wanted you to have a card. They wanted you to get tested when you came, like all this old crazy stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not doing none of that. And then keeping in mind, the media outlet was not my dream. It's not something I really just had to have and had to be doing. I just kind of tripped up on it because I used to send out emails to community regarding different events that were going on in the community. So one thing, that's how I know one thing leads to another. So with that email that I would send out all the time during the month, it was like twice, 2 or 3 times during the month about different events. So I began to get press releases and, like different flyers and all this kind of stuff to come to premieres or to do interviews or like different stuff. And I didn't even have a website up. And what happened is with the email, you can see the growth in the email that I was sending out and the type of events and different things that I was including in the email and sharing with who was ever on the email list by way of the community. One guy had reached out to me. Well, a couple people reached out, but one guy in particular that I work with, his name is Maurice Wilson. I will never forget Maurice. Maurice Wilson reached out to me and he said, Darlene, I would like, and he worked for the Urban League at the time. He said, I would like to create your website. And I said, okay, well, what do you mean create me a website? Okay, tell me more, because people weird. Tell me more. So I researched Mr. Wilson and then like kind of found his background and stuff and found out he was a big wheel with the Urban League and all this other kind of stuff in San Diego. So I did meet with him. And when I met with him, we had like this really productive conversation. And it might have been, I don't know, maybe a week later or something. He literally had me a website up, right? So that was for a couple of years that I had that website that he had, created for me and developed and did all this. He left the Urban League. And he did contact me. He said, okay, well, I'm leaving. I think he retired from the Urban League. I'm leaving now. And because Vibing on Film, with me, the project with me, that was something I was doing with you, not Urban League per se. It was my project with you, something that I was doing with the Urban League that I was able to do. I'm like, oh, okay, well, tell me what I need to do. And he said, okay, well, you have to establish a website on your own. So I did that. But anyway, case in point, by doing that, you're in an environment where you're making connections, right? So you're either connecting with like celebrities themselves, their agents, their PR people, whoever it is. So you're making connections and then you're keeping keeping your little favorite book with you, right? That's why we're going to be able to do collaborative shipping. So the collaborative shipping, we're going to be shipping out to a celebrity once per month, right? It'll be the person, him or herself, or it'll be to his or her agent, PR person, or representative. It'll be somebody that is connected to that individual that we're going to send something to. So either way, and just remember what we're doing. We're going to be planting seeds, right? So as you begin, if you participate in the collaborative shipping and you begin to send your items, pieces from your collection to these individuals, you want to make sure that you have a healthy online presence, right? So if you send something to one of the people and they really absolutely like the piece that you sent, where are they going to go to buy more if you don't have a website, if you're not on Instagram, if you don't have some type of established online presence for them to find you and get more? Now, it's okay to put all your little marketing materials and all that in the box, but can I find you? When I Google you, can I find you? Right? If I go to Instagram and type in whatever name that you gave me, can I find you? And if I do find you, what am I going to find? Is it healthy? Is it appealing? You know, you have to keep those things in mind too. And I can't stress that enough about a healthy online presence. So that's how we're going to be able to do what it is that I'm planning for us to do. Keep in mind, I'm not a virgin at this, nor I shouldn't have said a virgin, but I'm not a novice at this, right? Everything that you see me do, I do it because I'm familiar with it. I have done it before in one way or another. Do I know absolutely everything? Nope, not at all. Not at all. That's why I am continually learning every day. If there's something that I don't know, you best and believe I'm going to research it. I'm going to find it out. I'm going to learn all about it. Okay. And a lot of you have said to me more time, I mean, a lot of you, and more ways than ones, how appreciative you are for what it is that I do here, what I share, all that good stuff. See, my whole thing is, you either are or you are not, right? You're going to either start and you'll start really strong and you'll stop. And the reason why a lot of people stop is because it's a lot of work. So people find out it's a lot of work to do this. And anything that you are wanting to do, wanting to have, goals you got set, it's work. And you guys know that it's work. Anybody that's out there grinding and making it happen, this stuff is work. This is 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning type work, right? That's what it is. And just to get ready for an event, if you're selling at an event, it work because you have to produce, you have to create, you have to put all that stuff together. So it's work. And if you don't have the ethic, the work ethic, you know, and the wherewithal and the intelligence to make this stuff work, then it's never going to work. You know, it's never going to work. You can always, you know, it's never going to work. There is nothing that I can say or anybody can say that's going to make it work for you. Okay. Because it takes work. It takes a lot of work. And I was going to say, I know that there is a handful of you all, y'all be grinding. Y'all do not be playing. When I say y'all be grinding, because I see what you do. You know, I see what you do. And you grind, and it's like you understand, you know, what this is all about. Like going from one level to another level to another level. And when they be saying there's levels to this stuff, it really truly is. It's levels to it. You know, and if you just want to stay at the passive, and they've normalized that word passive, I don't believe in passive. I want aggressive. I want aggressive income. So some people may not be trying to make 7 figures off of what they're doing, but you best believe I am. More if I can. Anyway, just to share that, answer the question, how we're going to be able to do it. Our first shipping date is going to be Saturday, July 15th. Kind of stay tuned in the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone because I am sifting out information on there. Just keeping us abreast. So the closer that we get and all that good stuff. I think I said that did I say that in the video already? We're going to take pictures of the our packages, but not with the addresses and stuff. Just take pictures of the package, post it in the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone. When you're at the post office, take a picture of yourself at the post office or the package or whatever it is that you're doing. And some of y'all like the video. So even if you videotape it, share it in the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone. And then that helps people to know and to see that, no, this stuff is real. And if you want to make something happen, this is what you truly, absolutely have to be. Nobody will ever know that you or your brand exists if you don't come knock on their door as hard as you can and let them know, hey, I'm here. I got something for you. Okay. And thanks for coming along for the ride. We'll talk.